Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. All right, so here he is, the undefeated middleweight contender, Paulo Costa. Most would argue this is the scariest power puncher in the 185-pound division at present. And I think for those that would doubt him, he answered a lot of those naysayers in the Yoel Romero fight, outlasting that freak of a man over 15 powerful minutes back in 2019. Paulo Costa appears destined for future greatness, but obviously a big test in front of him here tonight, one he is hoping to pass with flying colors. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. 3 years apart, with the same height and some differences in reach. And now one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Paulo, the Eraser Costa! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 26 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Strickland! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
Are you ready?
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Strickland versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place?
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that man, DC. Oh, double jab there by Costa. All right, going for the early takedown, and he gets it. So no surprise, he wanted to get this fight to the ground, and that is certainly a good sign for him moving forward in this fight.
He felt as if he had a massive advantage in the grappling and the wrestling. He was able to secure that takedown very early in the first round.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Posturing up now.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arm. His arms are free to punch. He's collecting you with his hips and his legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get ground and pounded in the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase chokes.
A lot of energy expenditure defensively if you are the bottom fighter in this equation.
Good punch land.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for the powerful Paulo Costa. Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying active.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single Paulo tie. All right, so a near perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again, was able to get it down.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Over and over, he shot for takedowns, he tried to mix it up, and he got defended. But eventually, he got it done. Now, what does he do with this top control?
Oh, that's got to be discouraging as he gets right back up again.
Big punch lands over the top. I'll give him follows.
The horn sounds for the end of round one. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through it.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. Might as well use it. Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch land. Right under the elbow. Body land.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Oh, nice shot by him there to get the takedown. I would think that gets the Olympian's stamp of approval.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What a fantastic job of getting the takedown. Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish.
All right, so he postures up. Nicely done.
Down into his mount.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you've got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one. All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can, now the guy's got arm bar, he's attacking it on him. Attacking arm bar.
And he's out. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Costa gets up early. He wanted this fight back to its feet despite having a dominant position on the ground. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two.
Good punch.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Costa. Round three next. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Costa gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. Oh, nice straight punch there. Must be nice to have a reach advantage like this, DC. Well, he continues to stay busy, and he continues to land with volume punches here.
I mean, oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition. Oh, right to the mount.
Sound strike on the ground.
He's putting him in exactly the position.
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
That strike blocked by Costa. And he landed the right hand there. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything
Man,
so
he
straight.
has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts. Now he shakes the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Bottom fighter trying to control, and he's out.
Oh, right in the mouth.
Costa's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent. Uh-oh.
Throwing up a triangle. The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's going to get stuck, and he will have to submit.
All right, side control now. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Costa.
Oh, you got to watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. They go the 15-minute distance. What a fight! Well, don't leave it in the judges' hands. A little bit easier said than done. Competitive, close fight. You got to lean either way.
I mean, it is horrible when you walk back to the center of the octagon not knowing exactly who won the fight. I thought he won a lot of the striking exchanges, but it wasn't very clear. So it'll be interesting to see who gets the decision.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Declared the winner by split decision, Sean Strickland!
Well, congratulations to him there, and I think 5 years from now they'll forget that it was a split and not a unanimous decision, but that was a close fight.
I mean, that was a very close fight, and that's the most uncomfortable decision in the world, to walk to the center not knowing if you did enough to get the job done. Fortunately, he did enough, and he got the victory.